recognize all of the clans and the places represented here today. So, for the clans, we will request Onjin President Basilio Brian to do the recognition, and then later on, we will call on the different towns represented here today to also manifest your presence. Mr. Binayan.
So, nanta clan, family clans, dan di mau ni mana ako. Yung natindar niya celebration tayo ni ako ni Ibaday. Please be recognized, Guaray Rasuta family ni foremost, the Carino clan. Number 2, of course, we have the Binayan clan. Number 3, we have the Batil clan, Shasol Sumayaw clan, the Palasi clan, Ato sa maklan, dayak kayo, tatak antay ngaran. Tagdi clan, sedua kan. Pamayra sablan, di mo ali. Haya itugday. Hatay raya ko. Nugoray ra di, itukon. Kabadyan. Ato. No sibahayan gora din di mau mapadinan dayak kayo ti Juan Juno nganton klan ngoy yuhay representar jet recognize kayo matkede ang kinag may ngaran jo basta warad pusa mi tanamnem gwara hayo din. Salamat.
Thank you, Mr. Binayana. Padijat tayo nga nasot na totoo ng paridabdat lang dyan sa amta tayo ng sipay kay Adibay Alison si Katadyo ni Manakaw. Ididi tayo Atok! Atok! Ang daya kami ni Atok!
Sige.
Okay, excuse Mr. Kating. Sipay Atok si Tan. Man. Atok. Man, nakay dyan si Man. Kabakanan ko na Atok. Juan ka. Kabayan! Okay. Dayat! Ipapasyak kayo, Dayat. Okay, Kabayan. Yan. Okay. Hi, Madam Lily. Hello. Kabayan. Bukod! Yan kayo. Yan si Miss Bukod. Yan tango. Present mo. Abamos. Tiga. Ito pa. Bukod, wala tayo bukod, okay. Bukod tayo man? Dagsak, Radman. Okay. Bukod, Itogon. Andayat. Mani Itogon, may gumaksang. Gumaksang lang ko na naman gumaksang. Itogon. Okay. Now, Tuba. Dayat, kulang Dayat. Okay, man. Leader dyan si Mr. Mike Kiwas, dapat Tadjangan. Okay. Tuba, Sablan po kayo. Naman si Mr. Magkano? Magkano ba't tayo Dayat dyan? Sablan. Trinidad! Karakdan kayo kayo, ano? Trinidad. Tuplay! Dayat. Tuplay kayo muan. Tuplay, yan. Kasalan. Tuplay. Wala yung set ko ni Kabangan. Kabangan. Baguio rin, Baguio. Baguio kayo. I-Burnham. Duakan. Wala mo mayor ko, duakan siya. Wala kayang mayor ko. Duakan. Kaya ba? Biskaya. Interim Biskaya. Man kayan mo iba din si Mangkayan. Wala tuwa kayo. Iba din si Mangkayan. Douglas! Douglas! Sino ba? Manto! Manto! Amerika? Tuwa ka na! Tuwa ka na, Douglas! Douglas pala siya! Okay. Matang inamatan din mga ijay. Okay. Ay, pwede po eleksyon. Di pwede po Manida. Di po kahit Manida. Di pwede po Amerika dan Australia.
Australia, wala Australia.
Australia.
Amerika.
Welcome. Welcome to Ibaloy country. Okay, so, welcome everybody, wherever you may have come from, to join us today. Please join us. Please enjoy the fellowship and the fun and the advice. We have a message from the Cordillera People's Alliance. Very short. I'd like to read. Message to the Ibaloys on Ibaloy Day. The Tongtongan Piumili Cordillera People's Alliance extends its greetings of solidarity to the Ibaloy community on the occasion of the third Ibaloy Day celebration this February 23, 2012. We celebrate the Ibaloy Day with you in memory of the struggles of the Ibaloy indigenous peoples for ancestral land rights and self-determination, and in the spirit of overcoming present struggles to uphold Ibaloy identity and culture. From the Tungtungan Teomili Cordillera People's Alliance. We also have here a message from Teodoro A. Casino, the party list representative of Bayan Muna. I am most honored to greet the Ibaloy community of Baguio City in this year's celebrations of Ibaloy Day. The Ibaloy tribe of the northern mountain range of Luzon has been steadfast and ardent with all our country's tribes in advancing indigenous people's rights. The right to defend the ancestral domain, articulate progressive views on regional autonomy, and encourage more fellow indigenous brothers and sisters to join the struggle for a better Cordillera and a better Philippines. Happy Ibaloy Day at mabuhay tayong lahat. Signed, Teodoro A. Casino. We are also waiting for the messages of Congressman Ronald Cosalan and Teddy Bagilas of Ifugao. Okay, but we also want to hear the messages of some of the other elders present here today. Please just call us the Councilor Peter Fianza. Yeah, he was here earlier. But yeah, Councilor Peter Fianza, if you're around, please just approach the microphone for your message. So we will now hear a message from Architect Alabanza for the presentation of the development plan and perspective for the Ibaloy Heritage Park. Architect Alabanza, please. With the
Adapted Ibaloy, Ilocano, adapted by the Ibaloy.
And we will request Architect Mark Pidon, Kinan Camilo, and Judel Pinon for the presentation of the plan for the Ibaloy Heritage Park. Yes, Architect Alabanza, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much, and I'm glad really that I'm here with you. I am here, of course, to witness the presentation of the proposed development plan for this area. The only thing that I would like to suggest in terms of the plan itself is that it should blend with the overall development plan for the Berna Park. We're hoping that most of the elements of this portion of the park will still maintain a lot of nature, less man-made structures. Because we were to respect the Ibaloy. By the way, I am an Ibaloy also because I was born in Baguio, and I will die in Baguio. So anyway, the point that I'm driving at is when we design, we should be symbolical. We should present in the development plan what are the symbols of the Ibaloy in this particular area. And we're hoping, of course, that when we all go over the development plan, one of the basic philosophy of that plan should be, of course, contextual. In other words, we interrelate with the other portions of the park. We interrelate with the tribes in the Cordilleras also. In other words, let's make this place an area where we can respect the architecture of the Cordilleras. And I'm always emphasizing that point because sometimes, and I think a lot of times, most of the plans that we project here in this particularly East Western or Yased, we'd like to have an Ibaloy symbol of architecture, landscape, and natural design. Thank you so much, and we hope that we will continue this dialogue in terms of coming up with a very beautiful, shall we say, symbol of the Ibalas in terms of landscaping and architecture. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Architect Alabanzan, for the important comments on the plan for this area. So we shall now go to the presentation of the plan for the Ibaloy Heritage Park. So can you please do a little presentation? For the information of everybody, the perspective of the plan for the development of this area is on the top there on that slope. So we would like to request the architect to say something about the plan.
Good morning, and to our distinguished and those mga organizers natin dito. Maping Jaco to namin. Anyway, as Architect Alabanza here discussed about pointing out and highlighting on what is Ibaloy. Basically, the concept we came up with together with the students here from St. Louis and my staff at the office from UC is how the concept came up from the community of an Ibaloy. A village, Ibaloy village, which is composed basically of indigenous houses, and next to it is farm, and in some cases, like what we have here in the highlands, is garden. Pointed out by Architect Alabanza, and most of the concepts are supposed to be come up with lesser movement or lesser development, but focus on the development itself, like planting trees and using indigenous materials, or if we can come up with donations, which we already have projects from different organizations of donation sa mga bahay-bahay na indigenous. And the concept of facilities that will be put up here, especially the museum, will basically accommodate yung use of indigenous material, which is basically an Ibaloy house. So, if you can see, sa perspective we have on that side, to minimize yung development dun sa side na yun, and sometimes it is basically ignored on that side. We'll be putting up the payong, or we can accommodate at the hill on the side. So, most of the time, at rainy season, which we have most of the time, is yung matasanong tayo sa asang di man si man, di kaya man problema pa naman si mas Children's Park, itong aparme, si man na lang kaya punan ni Payo. Kaya ang kito mamantam sitan, walang may natural siya ja drain storm drain alin ni Kisad Road. So, basit man si man kito mo nakaman ni basit nakatipid-kitod man na concept, which is initially an input from the students of architecture from St. Louis. Tapos sa Mantaw Singan Amphitheater, may pensyon alod man na basit lang. Kaya at kito mamang kailangan ni Pwede Gubaktil. So sila nali, sa almali akiw, tapos if no warap mali man display rani Singan per barangay o no per clan, ma-accommodate maalit siya. So, if you could just imagine yourself, siya ay wala di amphitheater tayo, so kito madyo confident min. Ja mambudyan nung antuman i-present ni kayo diyan. At the same time, si may entrance ale, where the sing and welcome sila na rotunda, jamayan sila no tayo dapat may recognize sa totoo dyan ang iman niya na ako. If tapos iman tayo siyan, as you know, stricto kito man ni parkingan, at kumaday mo din sito sabat, naman we are given the privilege nga mausal irtan. Kadya ale, sita kadaan erat ni dugan, sitan lang ale parkingan tayo. Siran isikupan, the same time, what the rotunded man, may highlight ima mission, vision ni Punjon ni Badoy. So, for now, tayo ma-accept kayo kaya mas karkarawat i-pledge kanjulimin is a pledges yo journey ma perspective. Thank you, salamat.
Salamat po sa architect ni presentation ni plano para ni Ibaloy Heritage Park. At sa kayo kumata matungkal. Pagay ka makaya kuno na ni man. 4 million jo kanjo na. Si Papa karon. Thank you very much for the presentation. Medyo dingdan ni Dugan tarpulin si Manong. Para itimpo yun kaya daw kayo Diyosas. Everyone is invited to please go to the park later to look at the perspective or the plan for the development of this Ibaloy Heritage Park. I would like also to recognize the presence of students from the University of the Philippines. Thank you for your interest in this activity. We hope you will do justice when you do reports on the Ibaloy people. So now you have come face to face with the indigenous peoples of the area. Ang pinsarino, ituloy tayo malay sadsada, tayaw, ituloy, ay kan tayo sibani duwakan, ipang do tayaw. Yeah? Yeah. Yes. While we wait for Sivani Duwakan to lead in the dancing, we would like to announce the publication and launching of Ibaloy Dictionary, and this will be launched this afternoon at the University of the Philippines Baguio Auditorium. We hope some of us can go at 4 o'clock for the launching of this book. The production of this Ibaloy Dictionary was led by Lee Ballard, a Summer Institute of Linguistics person who did a lot of work in Kabayan. So it's true that this dictionary could be mostly Kabayan biased, but I think in this book has been preserved many of the old Ibaloy words. Of course we also share in speaking most of the Kabayan words. But it also has an essay by Dr. Patricia Okubo Apable, and with some pictures from long ago. So you might be interested to get a copy for yourself and for your family. Sorry, we only have this copy now, but this afternoon at UP Baguio you can buy your copy. The launching price is 1,200. Today only. Tomorrow it will be 1,500. You have to go to UP Baguio at 4 p.m. But here's a copy that you can inspect. You can look at to interest you. You want to look at it? It's just here. Abroad it is $78, I think. It's only 1,200 here today in Baguio, at UP Baguio. So we request Sivani Duwakan to lead in the dancing, and the elders, of course. Okay, so it's dance for all. Naksang ganang sa daerah sa dance for all da kono da. Dance for all da. Kadarin kono, so warang kadarin. Bulag mo din mo bulag.